Please. The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Medication time.
Hey, it's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike, welcoming you to this edition of my twisted world of Masters of Mayhem right here. And you never know what you're going to find here when I'm on the air. So on that note, I want you to sit back, rip the top off a cold one, roll up a fatty, and enjoy this edition of Psycho Mike's twisted world of Masters of Mayhem.
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Thrust off from floor! And you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass!
Big Gang the Mighty from 4, and you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass on
Well, I'm sitting here jamming with the Kiss from your bandits! And you're watching Psycho Mike kicking ass on Masters of Mayhem! Masters of Mayhem are in the house! The Masters of Mayhem! That's right! Any way you look at it, we're down with you, because you're down with the clowns!
No, and forever.
This is Violent J, the Insane Clown
That's
Posse!
too dope, and when we're in Cleveland, that's all we watch, brother. We check out the Masters of Mayhem.
That's right!
Of Mayhem.
Professional wrestling
So
at its
cool.
best!
It's big
Masters
time.
of Mayhem,
Masters of
brother!
Mayhem,
You
brother.
better recognize Masters of Mayhem and Violent J! Stranglemania style, brother!
Oh, yeah.
Telling you, it is your main maniac, the Ghoul, and we're all gonna watch Psycho Mike beat the cheese whiz out of each and every opponent on the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling. Hey!
How you doing?
Sherry, the one and only Sister Sherry Martell. Cleveland, Ohio, the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling, the only professional wrestling that has been here in the last 5 years, where you ought to go now. Bye!
We're going to go watch Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Masters of Mayhem
Where you ought to be.
Where you ought to be. You're watching Masters of Mayhem.
Everybody stay tuned. You never know who you're going to see on Masters of Mayhem or what you're going to hear on MMS.
Then alongside Sensational Summer. Cleveland, what's happening? It's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike along with Team Law's Cat. Stay tuned, Cleveland. Thank you.
This thing's...
What's happening, Cleveland? It's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. Here along with Team Law's Bobcat.
We'll see that fight. Don't forget, you'll be seeing me down here in Cleveland in Madness Mayhem.
Cleveland! It's Tater. I'm
Mayhem wrestling. You can't beat it with a stick. You can't whip it with a switch. Don't even try. Give it right break it. Yeah!
Macho Man Randy Savage, and you are watching the Masters of Mayhem in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, yeah, dig it. Hearing all the time. What? Hallelujah! Got a brand new dance. It's called a bird. Woo! The Masters. One break.
This is Orange Sheik. You are watching Master Maho Wrestling. Don't talk. This is the Orange Sheik, Olympic champion, WWF champion, world champion, and you are watching Master of the Wrestling Maha. No, especially in the Cleveland, Ohio, people know Orange Sheik was a champion, and still I'm a champion, Olympic. My pleasure to come to the Cleveland, Ohio, to show all my wrestling fans. Orange Sheik was a champion, and still I'm champion. Look at me, Ya Allah. Now you know what I'm talking about. I'm the real champion. Cleveland, Ohio. My intelligent wrestling fans know about the Iron Sheik.
This is Axe Demolition, and you're watching the Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Go Mike, and you're watching Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
This is Typhoon the Natural Disaster, and you're watching Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Hey, this is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike with some wrestling fans.
Hi, my name's Branya. We find girls like us watching
Masters of Mayhem Wrestling.
Whoa! G'day, mate! I'm Butch that Cutleroo. We're the Bushwhackers! Yeah! And when we're in Cleveland, we watch Masters of Mayhem. We never, ever take our eyes off the Masters of Mayhem. Love you, baby! Yay!
Just what do people think of Masters of Mayhem Wrestling after just one viewing?
I like it.
And so will you. Check out Masters of Mayhem Wrestling, Music, and Chaos.
Stinky fucker. Check out Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem Underground TV.
Oh!
Son of a bitch. Are we on?
Of course we are.
It's time!
I want you to sit back, rip the top off a cold one, roll up a fatty, and enjoy this edition of Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem
Underground TV.
All highlights. So, sit back, rip the top off the floor, and enjoy this week's edition of Masters of Mayhem Wrestling. Oh, and by the way, Happy New Year!
Up into the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting fucking action.
Events of the last few days, Jimmy Hart.
Let me tell you something, man. This has probably been the wildest, craziest week of my entire professional career. Everything seems to be crumbling down on Jimmy Hart this week. Let me tell you this right now, baby. One of the best wrestlers I've ever had in my life, a man that's been with me for 2.5 years, the Dream Machine and Pork Chop Cash, the Dream Machine in a match Wednesday night against Jackie Fargo's Fabulous Ones, got his ankle broke, okay? And now, that's right, you people laugh because you see, you people are sick, baby. You people are sick, man, to clap and cheer over a man being in a hospital in Nashville, Tennessee with pins and his leg in a cast all the way up to the knee. He might be out 9 or 10 months with a broken ankle. Well, let me tell you something, Fabulous Ones, and you can bank on this, baby. Whatever it takes, whatever I have to do, the family will get even. You know what I'm saying, baby? He who laughs, laughs, will laugh the loudest, and Jimmy Hart will get the last laugh. I'll promise you that. But one other thing I want to talk about today, ma'am. How many times have I stood out here and I've said, hey, I've got the man that's going to take Jerry Lawler out. I've got the wrestler that I brought in, baby, that's going to get rid of the king once and all. Tell me, how many times have I said it?
You've said it. I can think of many, many times.
You're right. Probably 100 times, maybe 200. But somehow or some way, the king always comes through. Well, baby, my search is over because, you know, this week I did a little bit of phone calling. And my phone bill is about $800. I'll tell you that right now because this man is hard to find. This man is hard to get because, you see, everybody wants him because he is a star, or should I say a superstar in professional wrestling. And his name is Ox Baker. Ox the Heart Punch Baker. You know why they call him the Heart Punch?
No, why?
Well, I thought you would never ask. Well, I'll tell you why, baby. Because, you see, he's taken two men out permanently. A man by the name of Ray Gunkel and a man by the name of Alberto Torres. You know, why don't you ask them what the Heart Punch could do? But, you know, you can't ask them because, like I said, you'll have to ask their families because they're no longer with us. But what I've got right now, baby, I've got a little film clip. The man was in a movie. called Escape from New York. And I can sit and talk about how big he is and how bad he is, but look how big this man really is. Roll the film upstairs, brother. Roll the film. Impressive, huh?
He's
impressive.
huge.
That's right, baby. He is huge, and he is here, and he is big and bad, man. Like I said, I had to make a lot of phone calls to get the man. But I think I've got another little tape here that I want to show you. The legendary Ox the Heart Punch Baker. Are you ready upstairs, guys? All right, here he is. Look at this. Look at this, Dave. Come on. Look at him. Come on.
The other night, I was beating somebody up, and I went to the dressing room, and I got disqualified again because I kept pounding on that man, and the referee, again, this Mickey Mouse referee, disqualified the fantastic Ox Baker. I got a call from Jimmy Hart, and he said, Ox Baker, I heard that you got a go in life, that you like to beat people up. You like to torture people, that you've killed 2 men in the ring. Yes, that's all true. I've never told the wrestling fans anywhere in the country that I'm the world's greatest wrestler. I've never told everybody I know all the wrestling moves. I was glad Jimmy Hart called me. He told me he has an enemy that he wants destroyed, not just beat up with that heart punch of mine, which I've made famous all over the world. I love to hurt people. I love to get in the ring and watch them fall down, and like the 2 men that I killed. You know, their wives asked me if I apologized to them about their husbands. Their husbands were not in shape. And Jerry Lawler, if you're not in shape when you step in the ring with Ox Baker, and when I raised this heart punch, 2 men never went home to their families after I hit them with them. I'm famous for the heart punch in death matches. 2 men didn't make it home after I hit them with this heart punch. Last week I ripped a tooth out of a man's mouth. I like to beat people up. And Jimmy Hart, I hope the people thank you for bringing the fantastic Ox Baker. People of Memphis, people of the world, you might not know me when I stepped in front of this TV, but when I finish up in Memphis, you're going to forget about Elvis, you're going to forget about Jerry Lawler, and the only thing you're going to think about is Ox Baker, because I love to hurt people, and Jerry Lawler, I'm going to hurt you.
You could thank me for bringing in the greatest athlete in the world today, Ox the Heart Punch Baker. What's the matter, Lawler? Your knees knocking now, Lawler? I know they are, because like I said, I've tried for a long time, but I promise you, Ox Baker will take you out, baby. Eddie Marlin, you better get ready. You better get the stretchers, because from now on, everybody's going to be carried out. That's going to be a promise from me to you.
Six-man tag match. Jimmy Hart coming back out, so what else is new? We got Ox Baker out here, and Ox, who of course uses the very controversial heart punch and many of his victories in there. Ox Ox, you've rolled up some interesting victories since you've been in the area, but I get it that you are having a little difficulty with the promotion in there. You're hot about something, and I don't know why. You've been winning the matches.
I've got a couple of things to say. You know, the promotion has promised these people the best matches in the world, but I think they've let the people down. Now, Ox Baker come to this area and said, give me someone to beat up. The promotion, they've got to stop taking all their money to the bank. They've got to start paying some people to take some of the punishment that Ox Baker can dish out. Now, all I ask them is, give me someone tough enough that when I hit them, they don't get knocked down and stop fighting. And another thing, my great friend here, Jimmy Hart, thinks there's a new sickness here in the state of Tennessee. He's checked the homes and found out that 95% of the people in Tennessee have a picture of the King Lauer in their house. Now, I think that that's got to be some kind of a sickness. Lance, I asked you, would you have a picture of a coward in your house? Jerry Lawler, Lance knows, Jimmy Hart knows, and I'm going to prove to the people that you are a coward. Now, I've asked to wrestle you. I don't care how many of your goofy friends you put up inside of that ring, and I knock down King Lauer, the people will tear their pictures up sooner or later.
You know, a lot of people haven't tasted this heart punch. They haven't felt the ferocity inside of my body when they've been able not to catch their breath. So, coward King Lauer, the people of Tennessee are mad at you. You don't have to help your wife with the dishes. Come to the ring, get a taste of this heart punch, because I love to hurt people. And King Lauer, sooner or later, I'm going to hurt you.
Well, you heard from Ox Baker.
We go to the ring and introduce to you, from New York City, weighing in at 250 pounds, Mark Lewin. His opponent today here on Big Time Wrestling, from Kansas City, weighing in at 305 pounds, Ox Baker. And this is going to prove to be some bout, because it seems that these two gentlemen have been asking for this bout for quite some time, and now they have their opportunity on Big Time Wrestling to settle their differences. Mark Lewin and Ox Baker. A little cutery there by Ox Baker. We wait for the bell. Mark Lewin steps to the center of the ring. Ox Baker is there to face him now. Let's see what maneuver Mark is trying to do here. He's got Baker in the corner. Went in for a hold, and Baker went right to the corner. Nothing happened. He does it again. A deliberate slap in the face by Mark Lewin, as he makes a bit of a fool out of the big Ox. Mark reversing the arm hold just as fast as Baker put him into it. He reversed it, and now he has the Ox on the other end. And just as slick as greased lightning, Mark Lewin steps right out of the hold, and there's one mighty embarrassed Ox Baker in the ring right now. Both men lock up. Baker elects to use his foot for a little bit of aid. Mark Lewin coming up from behind, grabs the head of Baker. Lewin, Baker comes down hard with that arm. Lewin, in quite a move, hooks Baker's leg and he brings him down. Just barely good enough for a 1 count. Mark Lewin really twisting that leg, applying that pressure. He bends it. Now Baker has the ropes, and they'll be forced to break the hold. They waste no time. Baker going after Lewin. Lewin after Baker. He goes to the bear hug. And oh, he slaps those ears of Ox Baker. Really, that smart. Truly. Mark Lewin, who's been slapping Ox Baker, embarrassing him throughout this entire bout thus far. And now Baker comes back. He has Mark on the ropes. Baker refusing to break, is choking Lewin. He has him in trouble over here on the ropes. Referee saw light trying to break that hold. Is Baker doing the damage? That's the thing. He has Lewin in trouble. Okay. And Baker refusing to break. He breaks just long enough to break the count. And he is really putting it to Mark Lewin. Baker working away, choking his opponent. Yeah, sure. Mark Lewin. Okay, sure. 1, 2, 3. Lewin's fighting out from under the ropes. He'll try to get to his feet. He puts a couple in the midsection on this Baker. He goes right to work on him. Baker's tangled up in the ropes, and he can't get free now. He steps out of the ring. Mark Lewin awaits the return of the ox. Into the ring now steps Baker. And Mark Lewin says, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Into a headlock is Mark Lewin applying the pressure now. Mark Lewin. High in the air, and down came the ox. They roll over. Mark Lewin still able to maintain that headlock. A side headlock here applied by Mark. Ox Baker going to the air. He's caught by the referee, and Lewin delivers a hard punch in there. Now he takes the ox off, the body slam. He comes up, both feet into the midsection. Boy, that was hard. Now he grabs Baker in a sleeper hold, and he will try to put him to sleep. This could be the one. When you get in that sleeper hold, unless something of a miracle happens, ladies and gentlemen, you go under, and he's putting the ox, it appears, fast asleep. His arms growing limp. Mark Lewin putting that pressure. The referee signals for the bell, and it's all over. The winner of the fall in the match with a sleeper hold is Mark Lewin.
From Puerto Rico, weighing 225 pounds, Blackie Guzman. And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 303 pounds, Big Ox Baker. Ox Baker is the man of the hour. You heard Ox Baker get a lot of cheers from the fans. Ox is in pretty much the same boat as Purdue in that respect, anyway. You know, the people are all cheering for the Ox. They're all behind him because Ox is their man. He is the man that people are looking for to destroy the United States heavyweight champion, the Sheik. Ox is on a vendetta against the Sheik. He's after him. And he is just biding his time. Keeping his cool. Trying to keep his cool, anyway. Saving it all up for the next time he enters the ring against the U.S. heavyweight champion, the Sheik. Big Ox Baker. Boy, this guy he is plenty mean and plenty vicious. Loves to be hated. He claims the fans just love to hate him. He doesn't like it when the people cheer for him. He wants to hear boos. That gets him going. He loves to hear boos. Very strange attitude. Nonetheless, that's the way Ox Baker feels. He says, you'll love to hate me. Blackie Guzman, new face on Big Time Wrestling. He's got the task trying to defeat the big man from St. Louis, Ox Baker. Right around 6 feet 6 inches tall, maybe a little more. 303 pounds. The Ox is in shape, too. Applying a nerve grip to Blackie Guzman, and you can be assured that any hold that Ox Baker applies, his opponent is going to feel. Maybe more so than a lot of other wrestlers because of the immense power behind Ox Baker. Ox Baker is a very, very highly respected, very highly rated wrestler also. Been coming into his own for the last year or so, been traveling extensively, meeting all the top challengers, making his way to the top of the ratings, making his way to the very top, the championship. Now he's just about there, just waiting for his opportunity to meet the Sheik. First, though, he's got to get by this man, Blackie Guzman. This is the man that the Ox is concentrating on now, though I'm sure that the Sheik probably has got and it has had an effect on Ox Baker. The Sheik is probably on his mind. The Sheik does that to people. Despite yourself, you find yourself thinking about him, wondering what he's going to come up with, wondering what that man is going to do next. But, of course, Ox is, as I get to think about it, sort of like the same type of a guy. Ox's opponents, Ox Baker's opponents, must feel much the same way as the Sheik's opponents. Gee, what is this guy going to do to me next? Whatever it is, you can be assured you probably won't like it. Blackie Guzman with a forearm on the Ox. Has no effect on him, though. Ox with one of his own. But Guzman took him off his feet, put him on his knees. The Ox once again moving in with that nerve grip. Big Ox Baker with Guzman stretched over the top rope. Down with that elbow smash across the back of the neck of Guzman. Ox Baker, the man who uses as his submission maneuver that deadly heart punch. When I say deadly, I mean it, because 3 times in the past, 3 wrestlers have met an unfortunate end thanks to Ox Baker's heart punch. A man by the name of Enrique Torres comes to mind as one who succumbed to that heart punch in the ring. The heart punch is just that punch thrown directly into the heart. Ox Baker has got it all mapped out, though, knows exactly the position, exactly the spot, the exact spot to throw that punch in. And besides that, he's got his fists taped. So he throws that taped fist into that exact spot on his man's heart. And 100% of the time, that results in a win. You just saw the heart punch. You just saw it. And that's what happens whenever Ox Baker throws that heart punch on a man. The man goes down, and the count goes in, and Ox Baker's hand is raised. So Ox Baker, the victor, once again on Big Time Wrestling with the use of that heart.
It's going to be Douglas Baker. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Prize is Right. Douglas.
How do you do?
Douglas, I sure hope you're in a good mood today.
I'm in a great mood, Bob.
What does it say there? Big, mean, and ugly.
That's the people that like me.
What does it say on your bag?
My name, Ox.
Ox
I don't want to get
Baker.
lost.
Ox Baker.
Yes, sir.
Ox, what do you do?
I'm a professional wrestler, sir.
And you've probably thrown countless guys out of the ring.
Ooh, I beat them up.
I bet.
Especially if I don't win.
That's what I'm thinking. Ox, if you don't win, I want you to pick up the producer and throw him clear through the wall. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ox, then we'll go on. Here comes the next item up for bids right there. It's a new wall clock. This Hamilton Railroad regulator-style clock is fashioned from solid oak, features an 8-day key wind with Westminster chimes. Truly a conversation piece from the Hamilton Watch Company. And Douglas, you get to bid on it first.
$215.
$215 to Valerie.
I'll say $4.95.
$4.95, and we want to hear from Donna.
$150.
$150. How about it, Rosalie?
$400.
$400. The actual retail price is $350, and Ox is the winner. Ox is the winner. Yes, Ox.
Now the best 2-looking men in the world are on this stage right now.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Ox.
Now, Ox, I want to give you all of these prizes. I really do.
A range, a wicker desk and chair, a stereo, and a Franklin fireplace. First, this early American-style Franklin fireplace with energy-saving glass doors makes a beautiful addition to any decor. It's made of solid cast iron by Atlanta Stoveworks. Second is a range. A Tappan self-cleaning convection air gas range designed to save energy. Featuring automatic pilotless ignition, automatic digital clock to start and stop the oven automatically from Tappan. Next, a wicker desk and chair. From Aaron Brothers Art March, a handmade desk and chair in white wicker. Be surrounded by beautiful furniture while you balance your budget and splendor with the help of Aaron Brothers Art March. And finally, a stereo. A Pilot audio tower system with AM/FM stereo tuner, integrated amplifier, record changer, cassette recorder, plus speakers. Pilot, a division of Morse Electro Products Corporation. And there they are, Bob.
They are indeed. Now, Ox, before we go on here, have you ever wrestled in Springfield, Missouri?
Yes, I have. I've been there many times. I think
the Shrine Mosque?
Yes, sir. I've been there.
Do you know that when I was in Drury College, I ran the concessions at the Shrine Mosque when they had the wrestling matches there?
That's very good. I might have seen you there when I was younger.
Well, Douglas, I'll bet I was there before you were there. I'm not so sure. I'm not. Where are you from?
I'm from Sedalia, Missouri myself.
Sedalia?
Yes. I have a nice little farm there.
I know the country, and it is beautiful farm country. Let's have those prices out here, please. I want my fellow Missourian to win all four of them.
There.
Yeah, now keep your mind on the game here, Ox. Now, you have to make a better hand for yourself than you leave for the house to win all four prizes, and you do it with the numbers in the prices. Now, which prize do you want to choose first, and we'll check the price?
One of them or two of them?
Take one, and then we'll go on to the next.
Okay, the range to start with.
The range to start with, how much is it? Great, you got a pair of nines in there. Now, choose another.
The stereo.
How much is the stereo? Ox, you have a pair of nines and a pair of zeros. Now, you can pass the nines and the zeros down to the house and make your hand from the fireplace and the desk, or you can keep the nines and the zeros.
I'm going to pass it.
You're going to pass them down. Okay, let's hope he gets three of a kind. How much is the fireplace? $400. If there's a zero in the price of that desk, you're a winner. How much is the desk? You're a winner. You have zeros. Yes. Congratulations. Right over there, pick up the winner's purse. Oh, Ox won, and am I glad? We'll be back after these words. Rosalie, it's your spin, and go ahead, spin the wheel hard. Ox just paid me a high compliment. He said that was the only putt he's ever seen me miss. Maybe that means you don't watch the show as much as you should, Ox, because I've missed others. You have 80 cents. If you go over $1 total, you're out of the game.
I stay.
You stay. Take your place right over there. Ox, you have to beat 80 cents. Go ahead. But I've kept track recently. Go ahead and spin it. How many putts? Because you'd be surprised how much mail I get. People say, you push it, you're pulling it, you're looking at the girl instead of the ball. Now you have 9, nope, 1 nickel. Spin it again, Ox. Spin it again, try to beat 80 cents. You have 5 cents. You're trying to beat 80 cents. And Ox, what you get in this spin will be added to that nickel. Well, 85, nope, 40 cents total, but you've won a lot of prizes. I hope you had fun. Thank you, Ox. Come on, Harriet.
There's no need to fear. Psycho Mike is here.
Well, I'll tell you what. They just don't get any more psycho than Psycho Mike. That boy ain't right.
Oh, yeah, it's the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. And this has been my twisted world of Masters of Mayhem. Part-time crazy, 100% psycho. Thank you very much for joining me. See you on the next episode of Psycho Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem. So, stay sick, turn blue, scratch glass, climb walls, but most importantly, do it while you can. Don't get caught. And stay fucking crazy. Huh? Hey, this is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike, and if you don't want to get locked in a mental ward with me, you'll click like and hit subscribe now.
Oh yeah, I want you to stay sick, turn blue, scratch glass, climb walls, but most importantly, do it while you can. Don't get caught. And stay fucking crazy. No. Son of a bitch.